I'm High Heel Knight. Welcome to my channel. This is my movie review of Downton Abbey. It is a feature-length film based on the television series of the same name. It has a very huge cast, and as far as I know, all of the cast members from the show have returned to reprise their roles. And I say as far as I know because I know next to nothing about Downton Abbey. I don't know the characters, I don't know the storylines, I don't know the cliffhangers that might have been left unsettled from the TV show. I'm going in with this movie with the cleanest slate as you possibly can. The only thing I knew about this movie before seeing it was that Maggie Smith plays a major role in the show, so she's probably going to have a major role in the movie, and that Happy Hogan from the MCU loves the show so much that it helped him come out of a coma. So yes, I was a blank slate seeing this movie, which means that this review is going to be pretty brief because I liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked it from start to finish. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. There was nothing that significantly upset me. There was nothing that disturbed me. There was nothing that made me go, oh, that was ridiculous. It was a nice, amazing movie. The acting is amazing. The comedy is amazing. The clothing and costumes are amazing. The set pieces are amazing. It's just an amazing thing to watch and experience. Now, because I am not familiar with the Downton Abbey series, it's hard for me to evaluate it. And whenever I did start to have a bit of frustration, I thought to myself, well, maybe this is what the show is like. Like I said, this movie has probably around 24 characters that is juggling. Most of them are returning characters, but there are some new characters, and there's this small story, and then that small story, and then that small story, and then that small story. And the main story, the A story, I guess you could say, is that the royal family are coming to visit Downton Abbey briefly. So all the staff members are really excited. Oh, wow, we're going to get to serve the royals. But then they find out that the royals plan on bringing their own servants to Downton Abbey to take the main team members' place. And the team members are basically told to just sit in the sidelines, not even necessarily not be seen or heard, just disappear somewhere, and the main royal team will take over. Well, obviously, the traditional staff, they're not going to want to miss out on this grand opportunity to serve the royals, so they got to figure out a way to make sure that they get to serve the royal family and have their proverbial moment in the sun. That's the main story. But there are so many small stories that begin and end throughout the movie. You really got to pay attention, especially like me. You don't know who these people are. You don't know who their relationship to. There was even one storyline where I thought this guy was possibly cheating on his spouse because he said you're the husband of somebody in present tense, meaning instead of saying you're like the widow or somebody or the former husband of somebody. So I thought maybe this was some adultery storyline, but I don't think it was. And there's an assassination storyline, and then there's like this person needs to go off to war, but they just find out that he's about to have a baby storyline, and there's this homosexual coming out sort of storyline. There's just a whole lot of storylines going on in this movie. So if you're not familiar with it, go in there with an open mind and pay close attention. I'd imagine it'd be like experiencing a major superhero movie like Avengers Endgame and not knowing who these characters are, going, what is happening right now? But it's a lot less confusing, in my opinion at least, than those major superhero movies, despite the large cast. So yes, if you are a fan of Downton Abbey, I'd imagine you enjoy this movie because all the other people in the audience were having a blast. And if you're not familiar with Downton Abbey, go in there with an open mind and pay attention because a lot's going on. But if you just go with it, I think you'll have a nice time. As far as my grade, I'm going to give a moderately conservative grade. I'm just going to give it above average grade because even though I enjoyed it, because I'm not familiar with the brand, I can't really evaluate it and know what's negative about it. So I enjoyed it overall, and I saw nothing bad about it, but I can't properly judge it, so I'm giving it an above average grade. I recommend Downton Abbey, and I give it a grade of C+. Okay, so that's my review of Downton Abbey. I would love to know what you thought of the film, especially if you are a fan of the TV series. Be sure to share whatever comments you like in the comment section. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, or dislike, share, and subscribe. Once again, I'm High Heel Knight. Thank you for watching, and remember, find inspiration everywhere.